Could a reunion be brewing in New England between veteran cornerback Stephon Gilmore and the Patriots? Well, that's what we're talking about on the show. Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports and Sports Illustrated. They suggest that the Pats sign the veteran quarterback that we know all too well, Gilly Rock, Stephon Gilmore. Oh, man, I loved him when he was in New England, but I'm not 100% sure if I would be up for a reunion. We're going to break it all down, but before we get into it, name me a cornerback, your favorite cornerback for the Patriots of all time. It could be Asante Samuel. He was my favorite until he dropped it in Super Bowl 42. You could say Aqib Talib, Stephon Gilmore, Darrelle Revis. Go all the way back to Tyler Lord Malloy. It does not matter. Just name me your favorite Patriots cornerback down in the comments section. All right, Stephon Gilmore. This guy's getting up there in age, people. 34 years old. That's pretty much 100 in NFL cornerback years. He played for us 2017 to 2021 before he was traded to the Carolina Panthers. And he did what? He did win Defensive Player of the Year in 2019. We considered him the best corner in football. Lockdown, Gilly Island. We know all about it. He last played for the Vikings in 2024, but I don't know if I'd be willing to bring him back. And I'll talk about this later in the show of how you don't really see much reunions in New England. But Matthew Schmidt of Sports Illustrated, he did say this, mentioning that why they should sign him. The Pats already had second-team All-Pro Christian Gonzalez at the position. They signed Carlton Davis to be on the opposite side of him. However, beyond those two, and we know all too well, New England is very limited at the cornerback spot. They do have Marcus Jones at the slot. I will mention that, which he's due for a breakout year when he's healthy. Patriots also have a massive cap room, and there are numerous intriguing veteran corners remaining on the open market, including Stephon Gilmore. I said this just earlier in the show. Patriots don't always bring back old players. There's only one instance where I can remember them bringing back someone, and it goes back to 2012 with Deion Branch. If you guys could name me in the comments section a Patriots player that we've had a reunion with where we let him go, we cut him, and then bringing him back. Mike Vrabel does not count. He does not count. He's the head coach. I'm talking about a person who's actually playing. If you could prove me wrong, please do. But the Pats just don't bring back players after getting rid of them. They do not do it. And you look at this cornerback depth chart. You have a great, and I mean great, two CB1, CB2. After that, it gets a little... You did draft Kobe Minor in the 7th round, but is he going to be that guy that you want on your team as a starter or your 4th guy in line, your slot guy as a rookie, Mr. Irrelevant? I'm not 100% sure about that. And what kind of concerns me if they were to go out and sign someone in free agency, Gilly's old, man. 34 years old. 34. I don't know if he's as productive as we've seen in his recent years. It's not going to be 2017. It's not going to be 2018. I remember specifically the one play that pops into my mind is the Jaguars play in the AFC Championship game where he won the game diving and smacking that down. We're not going to get that Gilmore in 25. We're not going to. His stats still pretty positive. And the one thing that gets on my eye is that he still plays all 15, 16, 17 games, except for back in 2021, and that's why the Patriots ended up getting rid of him. 56 tackles, 68, 66, but pass batted, 9, 13, 11. But if we do look at his PFF grade, it gradually starts to decline. 2021 with the Panthers, yeah, it was good. 13th best cornerback in the league. With the Colts, the Cowboys, and then the Vikings. It's also a little concerning that he's going from team to team to team to team. He can't find a home because he's so old. Nobody really wants him. They're like, yeah, we'll take 1 year, Stephon Gilmore, a 1 year prove-it deal, but you're old. We're just going to, we'll get rid of you. So I don't know. Now, I'll ask you guys, would you want to bring back Gilly Rock? Type S for sign or type P for pass. down in the comments. Could be a reunion. Could be very nice to end his career up in New England. I'm going to say you sign him. I know you don't bring back players, but I'm going to say get the contract going. But I put a little asterisk. Put a little asterisk on there. And the reason for that is because I would make sure that he would want to embrace the role as you're coming off the bench, dude. You're not going to be our number one guy. You're not going to be our number two guy. And hell, you might not want to be our number three guy. And that, I don't know if he's willing to do that. He might have that mindset. People that are the best cornerbacks in football, the best players in football, they have that mindset that they are supposed to be a starter until they retire. Christian Gonzalez, sorry, Gilmore, you're not better. Carlton Davis, you're not better. Marcus Jones, that's a possibility. But if he is healthy and Marcus Jones can prove himself in training camp that he is a worthy starter, no. Although Gilmore could be a good safety valve. And what I say about that is with your new corner, Carlton Davis. He is great when he's on the field. The problem with him is that he cannot stay on the field. There has not been a season in the last 4 years where he has played every single game, let alone played 14 games. He hasn't played 14 games in the past 4 years. Every single year he comes up with an injury. That's your only concern. When he's on the field, he's 100% better. There's also 12 games played, 13, 65 tackles, like productive corner. But Carlton Davis, please be on the field. I'm praying that you can stay healthy. And I think that if he's not healthy, Stephon Gilmore could come in and serve as that backup. Now, we'll keep talking about it a little bit more. But before that, I find the deals for you guys. I always find the deals for you guys. And we got one, a Patriots t-shirt. It's almost 60% off. $14.99. Chatsports.com/PatsT. It's the summertime. I like to rep my team during the summer, get all excited for the season upcoming, and you can get yours today. It's a Nike t-shirt too. Support the show. Get yours, chatsports.com/PatsT. You don't feel like typing it up on your little website? I got it for you. Got in the comments and description of today's video. Once again, chatsports.com/PatriotsT. All right. So let's just say that Carlton Davis plays all 17 games. I know he has a little bit of injury prone, but let's say he plays all 17 games. And you sign Stephon Gilmore. Where are you going to put him? Because you can't put him in Christian Gonzalez's spot. You can't put him there. Well, you could play him at slot. And why is that? He played a lot of slot corner when he was back in New England 2017 to 2020. He was on the team in 2021, but got hurt. They ended up trading him. He played a lot of slot corner, the most he's ever played in his career. And if you look at the stats from all the snaps that he's played at slot corner in New England, 2017, 105, 2018, 211, 19, 156, and 2020, it was slowly but surely declining as they just wanted to keep him on the outside. But that is something that you have to take in consideration. He can play in that slot corner. Imagine all three of them on the field at the same time. Christian Gonzalez, Carlton Davis, and then in the slot, Stephon Gilmore. I would absolutely love that. And that's one thing that the Patriots have done that no other team has done. I went through every single year that he's played football after leaving New England. He did not play more than 60 snaps at slot corner in a season. Playing all those games, 15. You saw the stats. He didn't play a slot corner once. That was only a New England type thing. I know Bill Belichick isn't here anymore, but Mike Vrabel has a little bit of Belichick-y vibes in him, and I could see how he played in 2017, 18, 19. That could also be here in 2025. Patriots, they also could make any move they possibly want because they have the most cap space in the NFL, 67.3. You want to sign him to a $5 million contract? That's fine. Sure. Go right ahead. Then it gets you only down to $62 million. That's a ton of money, people. That's a ton of money. You could sign him to a $7 million contract. It's not going to hurt you in any single way. If you have $67 million and you have a one-year deal just to hand out, why don't you do it? You get the money right back right after. What are you just going to let there and sit there and marinate? Doesn't go anywhere. Use it. Use it or lose it, because the salary cap is just going to keep going up after the years. So just use it on somebody, anybody. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Bring in a veteran like Stephon Gilmore and have him be a backup. It'd be perfect. And you don't want to know why it would also be perfect? Because he could mentor your future best cornerback in football. I'm saying it right now. Christian Gonzalez is going to be the best cornerback in football within the next 2 years. He's still young. He's only entering his third year, and he's already had an all-pro. Imagine a guy like Gilly Rock mentoring Christian Gonzalez, telling him specifically what to do, how to line up, how to read a quarterback's eyes, intercept the ball, pass breakdown. That is the perfect guy for Gonzalez to mentor. And I think that is the biggest reason why you should sign him to a one-year deal. Just a one-year deal. Bring back Stephon Gilmore for one to mentor this guy right here. So before we get on out of here, we're going to talk a little more about Gonzo. Let me know. Fill in the blank. Christian Gonzalez is a top blank cornerback in the NFL. I'm saying 5 right now, and after this year, 1. Pat Surtain, look out, brother. Look out. He's coming. He's coming for that number 1 spot. Now, if you don't sign Gilmore, here are a couple of just other names that you could look at. Sante Samuel Jr., Rasul Douglas, Mike Hilton, Kendall Fuller, and Shaquille Griffin. I like all those guys, but I'm looking at a reunion. I'm looking right there at a reunion and a veteran to mentor your new guys on the roster. That's going to do it for today's episode of Patriots Today. Don't forget to hit that big red sub button. Subscribe. We're on our way to 27,000 subs. I'm your host, Brett Alper, and as always, let's go Pats.